your right shoulder. Relax your left arm. And maybe your peace sign fingers come above the collarbone, maybe one, right? But you split it. So either Mork and Mindy hands or peace sign fingers. And just let the ear hang, and maybe tilt your chin toward the ceiling. And maybe you find sliding your chin toward the ceiling and then back down toward your right collarbone feels nice. And so all we're doing is opening the lymphatic drains. Important piece in this dry, cold, stagnant kind of winter energy to move the fluid within us. Then we'll bring the head back up to center, release, relax your right arm. Again, opposite side, lower down. And then maybe again, tilting the chin toward the ceiling and then back down toward the collarbone or shoulder. And let your breath deepen to match the movements. Very good. Then we'll come back to center. Inhale, look up. Exhale, touch your chin to your chest, look to the center of your heart. Inhale, look up, tilt the head up and back, chin goes up. Exhale, chin touches the chest. So the spine stays neutral. Inhale, gaze goes up, eyes look up. Exhale, chin touches the chest. Next time we add on some movement with the spine. Inhale, go up, lift your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades. Exhale, bring your shoulders forward, touch your chin to your chest, round down and back. Hands might hold the front shin or ankle. And again, inhale, ripple that spine up, forward, chest opens, shoulders down, chin gaze up. Exhale, tuck and roll it back down. One more time. Inhale, roll all the way up. Exhale, touch the chin, pull the shoulders forward, hollow the belly. Inhale, come forward, hands to knees, squeeze your shoulders back. Exhale over the right hip, lean back, arms go straight. Inhale, bring yourself forward over the left knee. And again, all the way around, move really slowly and mindfully so that you can really get into the creaky, cranky spots. I know most of us have complained about low back or shoulder pain at one point. So go slow so that you can feel out the information that you're being fed here. And then once you come back to the middle, you'll go all the way around the other way. Try to keep the thigh bones down toward the ground. Not moving rapidly so that you can control the movement. And then notice how your breath is synchronizing. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. One more time. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, go back. Good. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. We'll place the palms toward the camera, please. Pull your nail beds back toward your face so your arms are active, not gentle. Pull them back and then pull them down. Pull them back, pull them down. Up, down. Do you notice something different between the strength in one hand versus the other, or the forearm versus the other, or the wrist versus the other? I feel it way different in my left wrist. Maybe you do too. Good. Inhale up. Now take your left hand to your right and pull the fingers back toward the face. Make thumb circles one way. Make thumb circles other way. Ooh, that's tough, isn't it? Good. Right hand shake. Both hands out. Pull the left fingers back toward the face. Right fingers come to grip. Pull the left fingers back. Good. Strong in the arm. Depress the left shoulder and draw circles with your left thumb. Go the other way. That's something, isn't it? Very good. Release the left hand, give it a shake. Both hands, give a shake. Flap up and down and around and around. Nice. We'll lower the right hand to the floor beside you. Walk it away from you. Just place it down and then walk it straight away until you feel like, whoa, I might fall over, right? At that point, that's when you lift up your left hand and lift yourself out of the left body so it takes you out of that fall. Try not to look down to your right knee. Instead, look up to your left thumb. take a deep breath in. Keep looking to that thumb. Turn the nose toward the wrist. Breathe out. One more time. Good. Now look down to your right knee. Left hand to your right knee. Sweep your right hand around behind you, just coming into a seated twist. Gaze over the right shoulder. Pull the left shoulder blade away. Press the right knee down. Twist the right rib cage toward the right elbow. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring yourself back to center. Slide the left hand beside the hip and away, and then up with the right hand. Gaze goes to that right thumb. Remember not to look down to the left knee, but instead gaze goes up. So rotate that right shoulder back. Press the back of the right hand back. That's the palm. There you go, Lori. Good. Can you bring your thumb a little over your nose a little bit more? Well done. Take a deep breath in. Come out of your left shoulder. Keep reaching up through that right. Both thigh bones pressing down. One more breath in. Is it a little bit burny on the right side? Good. Right hand comes down. Inhale, spine comes up. Exhale, twist to your left. So try to turn your chest to the side of your mat. And then draw your right shoulder blade away from the spine. Lift up nice and tall. Rotate gaze over left shoulder if that comes for you. One more breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, unwind. Inhale, tabletop. So from that tabletop pose, feel the space in your hands that we just created, okay? We've created a lot of space in hands, in wrists, in forearms, elbows, and shoulders already, right? And so maybe then you play with, where is the space in my spine? We've already created a lot of space in the spine, but maybe you move through a few cat-cows here to explore and see if there are any spaces that need a little bit more attention. And maybe you wiggle your hips from right to left. Maybe your hips go all the way back to your heels. That's a nice one for the low back. Right? Maybe your hands widen here and you take a few barrel rolls with the chest. Whatever needs to happen there, let it. And if you're doing something one-sided, do the other side. And if you're holding still, find movement. The season has provided a lot of stillness already, so what we're doing here is moving through the joints. Mind can be still, breath can be constant, body can slide and glide by paying attention to the joints. And then once we're here, extend your right foot back. And you're high on the toes, and you simply rock forward and back. Forward and back. Stretch that calf muscle out, lower the right hip down. And come forward onto left shin, onto palms, and float the right foot up. Find level in both of your hips. Exhale, bend your right knee, dome the spine, touch the knee to the nose. So really find a lot of space under your body. Inhale, expand, leg goes back. Exhale, contract, dome the spine. Inhale, go along. Exhale, pull it up and in. Stay here. Hug the knee closer. Squeeze the thigh to the chest. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Inhale, come forward for a cow. Exhale, dome the spine for a cat. Inhale, come forward. Extend your left foot back. Again, the front of your right foot is flush with the ground. Rock forward and back. Forward and back a few times here. Let your breath synchronize and your hips level out. Give it a solid stretch and then shift yourself forward. Flex the left foot. Look forward. Don't dump down in between your shoulder blades. Press down into the top of that right foot. Inhale. Exhale. Dome the spine. Tuck the knee all the way up and in. Inhale, get long. Press the heel away. Exhale, dome. Point the toes. Bring it all up to the nose. Inhale, find length. Exhale, curl, get really strong, hollow armpits, and set the left knee down. Step your right foot forward to your right thumb. You can bring your blocks in to support your hands here. Inhale, come forward. Maybe you're up on fingertips. Pace in. Walk your right heel forward a little bit more. I know that your hamstring on the side typically doesn't want to come forward as much, so walk your right heel forward just a little bit so you can shift your left hip open. Roll your shoulder blades down. Come up on your fingertips or make fists if wrists are bothering at all. And exhale, hands stay where they are. Shift both hips back. Maybe the sole of the right foot pulls off the ground, maybe not. Inhale, come forward. Draw your neck nice and long out of the shoulders. Exhale, keep the neck long as you shift the hips back. Inhale, come forward again. Neck stays nice and soft. Shoulders are soft. Gaze is forward or to the third eye. Exhale, shift back, and we'll hold here. So breathe. 3. Let your head hang heavy if you need it. 2. If you're drawing your right hip off toward your left heel, can you straighten it out toward the middle? 2. Nice. And 1. Inhale, come on forward. Bring the right knee back to meet the left. Inhale, come forward for a cow pose, opening through the front of the chest. Exhale, dome the spine. Step the left foot forward this time. And you find your blocks. If you need 1, if you need 2, if you'd like to walk that left heel forward, but definitely check in with your right foot. Okay, I notice right here, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, that it's kind of pointed off that way. Can you draw it? Center. Nice, Susan, your alignment looks great there. Yep, so we'll just inhale, come forward, walk that left heel forward just a little bit more so that you can feel that space open, almost like a capsule opening in the front of the right hip. And exhale, shift back. Now see if you can keep your chin in line with your chest. So we're not looking up, we're not looking down. Just keep it neutral. Inhale, bring it forward. Gaze stays neutral, chin stays neutral, neck is long. Exhale, shift back. Try not to draw that left hip off toward the right heel. Rather press down, inhale to the front of the right foot. And then exhale, draw the left hip straight back. Once you get there, you can let the head hang heavy. Maybe your inner gaze goes back to the third eye or the heart center. And you breathe. 3, 2, and 1. We're coming all the way forward this time, girls. Inhale, bend your left knee, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, and step forward. Blocks can come out and underneath your chin or the tip of your nose. Exhale, bend your knees, fold yourself down. Inhale, halfway lift, long, strong spine. Exhale, fold down. Good. Inhale, come up halfway. This time, bend your knees and kind of pigeon toe your feet a little bit. So with pigeon-toed feet, not incredibly, just a little bit. So toes are just a little bit pointed in. Now straighten your knees at this halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. You should feel this in your outer hamstrings a little bit more than your inner hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Straighten your feet, so parallel them to one another. Then touch them. Bend your left knee and cross your left foot over your right. Touch your pinky toes together. Try to straighten your legs as much as you can. And exhale, walk your hands and your block off to your left. Maybe there's a little forward fold in there. Maybe you're backing off of that fold a little bit. Take a breath in. Let it go. Good. Look forward. Bend the knees gently. Bring the block back under the nose and uncross the feet. Step them back to touch one another. Up on your tippy toes. Exhale down to a little squat. Once you get here in this squat, you can release both hands. You'll need to squeeze your thighs together and lift your pelvic floor. That's what'll provide the stability for you to stay so it's not in your ankles. Squeeze your inner thighs. Squeeze your inner thighs. I love you so much, Lori. Then once you get up, we'll just do some wrist circles. You can do one at a time. You can put one hand down. Why not? Do one at a time. Right? And then switch to the other one. Nice. Now we'll press back down into the block. Inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, fold down. Lift all of your toes. Come up on your heels. Inhale, halfway lift, cross your right foot over your left foot. Touch your pinky toes together. Woo-hoo. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, move your block off to the right. Press that right heel down. Take a little forward fold here, opening through that whole left side body. Soften as much as you can. 3. Woo-hoo. 2. Shift the left hip back. And 1. Uncross the right foot, find the ground, bring the block back to center. Halfway lift, come up on your tippy toes. Maybe your big toes are touching. Squeeze your knees, your inner thighs, your pelvic floor, and sit down. Inhale, lift the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands to the ground, block to the side, step both feet back. So you're in a high plank pose here. From this high plank pose, shift your heels forward, lower just your knees, untuck your toes and press the tops of your feet into the mat. That should have just pushed your pubic bone forward a little bit. And exhale, bend your elbows straight back so your chest and chin now come down. Good. Release down to the belly, come up onto the elbows and the forearms, the palms are on the ground. Draw your elbows back toward your body, pulling your hips toward your elbows. Look up. Breathe in and out. There should be no pressure in your lower back here. Breathe in. Breathe out. If there is, adjust it by drawing your elbows toward your hips a little bit more and dragging your hips forward. You don't really have to move them, just feel the drag. Pull your shoulder blades down. 3, 2, 1. Lower down, hands come down beside the ribs, little cricket arms. Tuck your toes, shift yourself all the way up and back to a child's pose. You find your child's pose and you find the spaciousness and openness in the posterior chain. But then notice what happens to the quality of the mind and the quality of the breath when you come into this more introverted shape. A little bit more cooling energy moving up the backside of the body, providing clarity of mind, a little more grounding, rooted energy, providing safety and trust in the self. You'll bring your hands forward once again. Come up to that tabletop. This time you tuck your toes under, lift your seat up, and you find your first downward facing dog of the morning. In this downward facing dog, check out where your hands are. What's happening there, right? Are you drawing energy up or are you collapsing down? No judgment, just take inventory, right? And maybe if you have the ability to pull up a little bit, you pull up. So the shoulders and the arms are all pulling up toward the middle of the body. And then the legs and the feet are pulling down toward the ground. And you feel the tension, and then you feel the dissolution. Inhale, look forward, take 20 steps to get your toes between your thumbs. Hard to take 20, isn't it? Gotta go small. Small, small, small. Good. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Bring your hands all the way up to your thighs. Draw your shoulders back and your crown forward. Exhale, stay right there. Inhale, roll yourself all the way up to standing. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up. Your gaze focuses between the palms. So you can see where, like if you're holding a ball in between your hands or a block, energetically, you see that space. Turn the tips of your toes in just a little bit. The heels go out just a little bit. Squeeze your knees together, sink down, sit down, all the way down into a chair pose. Well done. Pull your shoulders back into the sockets. Gaze goes up, turn your palms up just a little bit. Squeeze those knees, squeeze your pelvic floor. Gaze up, lean back, come out of your toes a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Hinge fold all the way down to the ground. That feels like a mile away. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Step your right foot back. You're in a high plank pose. Shift your heels forward, lower your knees to the ground. Untuck your toes so the tops of the feet are flush with the mat. Again, that pushes the pubic bone forward. So now you bend your elbows, chest, and chin, come down to meet the mat. Inhale, ripple forward, look forward, slide your elbows forward underneath your shoulders. Grip with your fingers, pull your fingers back toward you as you drag the hips. Relax the legs or press into the mat with the tops of the feet, activating the quads. Pull the shoulders away from the nape of the neck. Feel lots of length in the front of the body. And exhale, lower yourself back down. Hands come to the ground. You know where you're going. Back to child's pose. Shift yourself all the way back and give yourself 3 breaths here. Once you've completed that 3rd breath, you'll pull yourself on forward. Come up through that tabletop to find your downward facing dog. Let's work with strength and a little bit of heat, working with joint mobility and creating what I say, motion is lotion. So a little bit of lotion in the joints. Step your feet close to one another, equal weight in both hands. Inhale, reach the right leg all the way up. But once you get there, level your hips before you move. So the right leg is totally straight, not bent. Right leg is straight. Lower the right hip toward the ground. Equal weight in both hands. Now just bend your right knee. Now stack the right hip. Oh, beautiful job, girls. Inhale, straighten that leg all the way up. Remember those knee curls that we did at the beginning? Pull your knee into your nose and shift forward into a high plank. Look forward. Come on your tippy toes. Nice. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, step your right foot to your right thumb. Set it down on the ground. You're high on the tippy toes of that left foot, and we're coming up into your first crescent lunge. You were there. You were there, Susan. Good. Good. So draw that right knee back. Right hip goes back. Left hip kind of comes forward a little bit. Maybe bend in the left knee in order to keep the spine nice and neutral. Turn your palms toward one another and then squeeze them toward each other like you're holding, a ball or a block. Squeeze them toward each other without touching them. Draw the right heel back toward the left knee. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Release and relax your right toes. Squeeze the hands toward each other. Good. We're opening up to a warrior B. So the spine is neutral out of the pelvis. You're not reaching forward or back. Check out your front knee. Are you here? Can you hear? What about that left leg? Is it doing one of these guys? Or can you straighten it out? Open the arms and press the walls away. Press the walls away and then turn your gaze to your right middle finger. Breathe in, hug your heels toward each other. Breathe out. Can you, without moving your arms independent of one another, just lower left hand back, right hand up? Keep pressing the heels of the hands away. Squeeze your left butt cheek a little bit more, please. Roll that right thigh bone out and open. Good. And now we're just coming back to neutral and coming down to the right. So the arms are not moving separate from the body. So only come down as far as you can. Maybe you get here and this is where you're going to be today. It's where I'm at today. Right? Do you feel that in your right hip? Right glute? Right groin? No? No, Lori? Bend your right knee deeper. Good. Now squeeze your right butt cheek a little bit. Now you feel it? Yeah, a little burny. Hey, 3, 2, 1. We're going into reverse warrior all the way back. Bend the right knee, reach back. Now you can wrap the hands around behind you. Send your right elbow up toward the sky. Maybe you hold the nape of the neck. Maybe left hand takes hold of sports bra, t-shirt, hair. Lean back. And then we'll simply windmill it out. Take it all the way down to the floor. Step your right foot back to meet your left. We're going to move through that same vinyasa. Inhale from high plank pose. Push your heels forward. Lower your knees down. Untuck your toes and intentionally press your feet down. Elbows go straight back so that the chest and the chin come down to the ground. Inhale, come up onto your elbows, pulling your palms back toward you. Hips forward toward the thumbs. And exhale, chin down, elbows up, bottom back, shift back, child's pose. 3 breaths. Let the heart rate slow and soften your jaw and your tongue in your mouth. And we move to the other side. So inhale, bring yourself on forward through that tabletop. Wide, wide, wide fingers. Spread your toes wide. Up go the hips. You might step your feet a little bit closer to each other. I find that that's more supportive for me when I'm moving into like a tripod kind of position. Spread your fingers wide, engage your triceps. Good. Inhale, lift just your left leg. Gaze up and you can see your left toes pointing at the ground. If they're pointing out toward the side, lower your left hip down and point your left toes toward the ground. From there, inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, bend your left knee. Just bend your left knee, nothing else. Good. Equal weight in the arms. Inhale. Exhale, roll that left hip open, 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 open. Inhale, come on back to neutral, extend the left leg, look forward. Exhale, high on the right tippy toes, knee comes to nose, shift forward into a plank. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hollow body, bring the knee forward, set the left foot down. Widen your stance if you need to. Inhale, come on up. Find crescent lunge. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Turn your palms toward each other, Laura. Good. And then again, like you're squeezing something above you, whether it's a ball, a block, a balloon, a bubble, Christmas presents, a grandkid. Deepen the bend in that left knee. Inhale, squeeze the heels toward each other. Exhale, draw your shoulders down, bring the crown of the head up. And then we'll open out. Warrior 2, opposite side. Left knee bends, stacks over left ankle. So check out where your foot is. You can look at it. Yeah. And then drive that left knee forward a little bit. Open the arms nice and wide. Rotate the right rib cage back. Straighten your left leg, or sorry, your right leg. Straighten your right leg. Susan, can you, trying to see how I can, your left butt cheek, can you scoop it under you a little bit? And then open your knee out toward your left a little bit more. Yes, beautiful. That's gorgeous. Now pull your feet toward each other without moving them. Then press the walls away. Probably feels like the walls are closing in on you with all those adjustments. I know it's not easy. So press, 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 press. Right? Now, without moving arms, they stay where they are. Super engaged. Keep pulling your feet together. You're strong enough to do this. You are. Press away. Right? Heels of the hands, stay where they are. Lean back. Lori, come back out of it. This is what I want you to do. Look at me. We're just moving this. We're not this. Got it? So shoulder doesn't move. Just move from the waist. Right? So now we've got a lot of energy dumping into that right groin. Flex through the left leg. Draw up on your left quad, and then sink down a little bit deeper. So you should feel a little stress in that right hip. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, lower left. Oh, can you rotate your left rib cage forward a little bit? Rotate your left rib cage forward a little bit more. Now look up. Fix your gaze toward the ceiling. Deepen the bend. 3, 2, 1. Inhale all the way up. We're reversing. Left hand comes down behind the head. Right hand wraps up around behind as well. Look up toward your left elbow. 3, deepen the bend in your left knee. 2, 1. Arms go up. Exhale, you pivot. Hands come down to the mat. Step the left foot back. You're in a high plank pose here. From your high plank pose, shift yourself forward. Heels come forward. Lower just your knees. Untuck your toes. Look forward. Shift chest and chin to the mat by elbows bending straight back. Inhale, come onto the forearms, look forward, drag yourself forward in a little bit of a cobra. Good. Exhale, widen your elbows, set your head down on your hands. Let your heels roll away from each other. Breathe in deep. Breathe out long. And one more breath. Good. Lift the head, draw the hands back beside the body. Inhale, push up. Exhale, press back. You'll step right foot to right thumb, left foot to right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, maybe a gentle back bend. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Well done. It wouldn't be a complete practice without the opportunity to balance. So if you're feeling squishy where you're standing and you have a little bit more of like a firm floor off of your mat, then go ahead and step there. But if you feel good where you are, let's rock forward and back a few times on our feet, massaging out the entire foot. All right. The posture of the day is Nadaranjasana. Do any of you guys know that one? But you all know it. So it's dancer pose. If you need something to balance, that's fine. You can use a wall, you can use a chair, you can use something. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of assistance. But what we'll do today is we'll spread the right toes nice and wide. Engage through that whole right foot. So I'm really drawing a lot of energy up through the right foot. And then I'm going to shift forward onto my foot a little bit. Spreading the toes nice and wide. You know, I talk about, the bigger the base, the better the balance. And big feet, strong feet in yoga are wildly important. Here's why. Because those toes are going to catch you just like your fingers catch you in crow, right? So you shift forward, rotate your hips both in the same direction, squeeze your thighs together, then bend your left knee, pick up your left foot. Inhale, reach your right arm up nice and high. And if you can stay here, squeezing the thighs together, you might even notice that the left foot kicks back a little bit. This is a great, great dancer pose, right? Prep poses are usually so much more challenging than the actual pose because you have to go through all this preparation to just get to the pose. There's a challenge there. But if you want a little bit more, you can look forward, you can kick the left leg up, you can reach the right arm long, spread your fingers wide, spread your toes wide, deepen your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, come up and out of it. Exhale, set yourself down, pick up your right foot, give it a little shake. And then we'll move over to the other side. Yeah? Spread your left toes wide. Did you find that those cues to spread your toes wider and shift your weight forward a little bit more as you engaged that thigh gave you a little more stability? I know for me, as I was talking through it, it definitely felt a little more stable, but that was my dominant side. Maybe it works. Let's see if it's a fallacy or if it's true. Spread your toes wide. Excuse me, girls. Lift your left arch up. Squeeze your left quad, squeeze your left butt cheek. Now, rotate your hips in the same direction. Squeeze your inner thighs together, and then pop right heel up. Right hand reaches back, takes hold of right foot. Re-squeeze those inner thighs. And again, stay where you are stable, right? Squeeze those inner thighs, lift the left arm up, get stable through those toes before you move forward. Inhale, kick and reach, kick and reach, kick and reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Lift your left foot, give it a shake. Well done. Turn to the side of your mat. Your toes point in, your heels point out. Open your arms nice and wide. Turn your palms up. Inhale, reach up, look up, touch your palms. See how your palms are touching? Exhale, look down, touch your palms just like that behind your butt. Inhale, look up, reach up, touch your palms, whole hand sealed together. Exhale, tuck your chin, touch your palms together behind you. Press, press, press. You feel that opening at the back of your neck? Inhale, lift up, look up, touch your palms, squeeze them together. Exhale, bring the palms back down behind you, touch them completely, squeeze them together. Your chin is touching your chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands to the hip creases, elbows tucked back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Look forward, not down. And shift your weight forward and back across your feet for a moment. Look at how much space is in your hamstrings and your adductors and your abductors. So much space. Good. Look down. Place your left hand down on the floor. Don't change how your hips are. Reach your right arm up. Push your weight into your left hip a little bit. Look up to the right thumb. 3, 2, 1. Look down. Right hand comes to replace the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Shift forward. Exhale, rock back. Lift your toes. Good. Now feet completely firm on the mat. Press down into the right hand. Draw the left arm all the way up. Shift your weight back into your right hip if you notice your left hip moved. Shift your weight back into that right hip. Look up. 3, 2, and 1. Left hand comes down. Shift your weight forward on the feet. Exhale, back to the heels. Lift your toes. Pivot your toes in a little bit. Now draw your heels in a little bit. Right hand to the right thigh, grip it, deepen the bend. Left hand to the left thigh, deepen the bend. Deepen the bend in your knees, get your butt down, 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 down. Not your head, but your butt. Good. And then we'll rock from side to side. Lifting the feet. Really finding this rock side to side. Pull your elbows in a little bit, Sin. Yeah, like away from your ears. There it is. Nice job. Good. And then from there, place the palms on the thighs. My fingers are facing in. I don't know if that makes a difference, if that feels good for you, or if it feels better to have your hands turned out. So play with a little bit, and then exhale, come down into your squat. There's your malasana. Your hands can now come to heart center. Pull your shoulder blades down the back. The crown of the head comes up nice and high. Tuck your chin in. Very nice. Look out in front of you. About maybe 2 feet down on your mat, out in front of you. And then place your hands right where you're looking. Pop your heels up, your hips up. Shift forward and back. It's a really short, wide down dog. Then walk your feet in underneath your butt until you can come high on your tippy toes. Once you get high on your tippy toes, sink your butt down and draw your triceps back to your knees. Got it? Look forward, shift forward, lift your butt, look forward, lift 5 toes. They don't have to be on the same foot. Set them down, lift the other 5 toes. Set them down, come back, come all the way down. So reach forward until you can lower down onto your bottom. Good. Bring the soles of the feet together. Thumbs come to the arches of the feet. Tuck your elbows in, pull your shoulders down. Maybe give the head a rock from side to side to release any tension that may have crept up in the neck. And then we'll flap the knees, flap the knees, flap the knees. All right. Remember we had that teacher that came to the Sambodh ashram. His name was Prem, which just means like the greatest cosmic love. And I went to a few of his classes and he cued a couple postures that when he said them, I just chuckled. I hope you'll find some humor in this too. So pick up your right knee, move your right foot aside. Slide your left foot out to where your right foot was. So now your left shin bone is out perpendicular to your body. Okay. From there, pick up your right knee and give it a squeeze into your chest. So instead of crossing it over, just give it a squeeze out here, Susan. Like let it be out to the side. Yeah, like that. I don't know if I'm pointing the same way that you can see, but out to your right. Like draw it out. It's like you're moving into that side twist, but you know, we always hug up and out to the right rib cage first. Good. Then bring it up as close as you can and cross your right foot over the left knee. Let it hover. From there, reach down with your left hand, take hold of your right foot. From there, right hand comes to the right thigh bone. Rotate the right thigh bone open as much as you can and stack it up on top of the left. This is called Agni Stamba. Now, if that's not working for you, you can always find a block to place in between the foot and the leg, because ultimately the knees are away from each other, not stacked on top of each other. So this is like a big shoelace or a loose knot versus stacking knee over knee. So if you have a block, you can place it underneath your butt cheeks in order to get up there. I would say under left butt cheek probably to get up there. Let's see. Yep, under left butt cheek in order to get that right foot on top of the left thigh bone. This is called Agni Stamba or fire log, and it's meant to create heat in the hips. Right? It's also meant to burn away disillusion, ego, I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely feeling it in my hips. And anytime I'm feeling it in my hips, my ego's like, I surrender. I'm so sorry. I'm fully present. Good. If you have the space here and your hips are feeling good and juicy and open and loose, then you can inhale, lift your chest up, pull your shoulders down, and exhale, bring yourself forward, 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 forward. So, Susan, essentially, I want your right leg kind of like pigeon. I know. And this just goes to show, mobility and flexibility, the difference between them. Because if we go into pigeon, I can put you almost down on the ground like this on both sides. And that's flexibility, right? Mobility is your body saying, okay, can I go here when I try to go here? Right? Instead of like relaxing and allowing, or maybe even forcing down into it from body weight. We'll take one more breath here. Good. And then we'll inhale, come on up and out of it. Different story, different side. Yeah. So just slide your legs away from one another, back into that butterfly, and give your knees a flap. And maybe again, your ears rock from shoulder to shoulder, releasing any tension that may have crept up in the neck. Awesome. Keep your block handy. Tilt your left knee up, slide left foot out to the side. So your left knee's up. So you can sit here like you're thinking. Now draw right shin bone out in front of you. From there, right hand comes to left ankle or foot, and left hand's going to rotate that thigh up, out, and down. Up, out, and down. Then with the right hand, you'll pick up that left foot, cross it up and over. Now you can shuffle your right heel around as much as you need to in order to create that stack. But really, ultimately, that movement is up in the left hip, rotating, externally rotating the left hip, and it should burn a little bit. You can take your block and place it underneath. Okay. If this is too much, you can always just move left leg out, maybe place the left leg on a block in front of you, right? And then move your right leg out of the way. That might feel very supportive. Yeah, Susan, why don't you try this guy? That's actually really, because this is my hip that's been cranky. So I have a block underneath my calf muscle. Is that where you're at?
It's on my foot.
It's on your foot. I wonder, can you move it up maybe to your outer, maybe up to your knee, like where your knee bone, sorry, knee bone, like that's a thing. Your thigh bone and your lower leg kind of come together. And then that way you're still supported. Sure, you're off the ground up at this angle, but I don't think that matters as long as your shin bone is parallel to the front. Then you can inhale and then you can come forward. And I think, yeah, you'll hit the same spot. You can release your right leg out to the side if you want to. So it's nice and long. And let yourself collapse over it. Find another breath in. Good, let it go. Inhale, flutter your eyes open. Lift your head and your heart away from the leg. Remove your block. You'll keep it nearby because we are heading towards Shavasana. But pivot on your mat so that your legs are out in front of you, and then bend your knees, pick your butt up, and you'll simply rock forward and back a few times, opening up through the shoulders, opening up through the fronts of the hips. Shoulders, hips, shoulders, hips. One more time. Shoulders, hips. Good. Set your hips down at your heels. Reach your hands up nice and high. Lift your heart. And exhale. Roll down to your back. Let those knees in. Give them a rock from side to side. Good. Extend your arms toward the sky. Extend your legs toward the sky. Let the feet stack on top of the shin bones stack atop the knees stack atop the thigh bones, and thigh bones rest easy in the hips. Pay attention to any efforting in your shoulders, what your shoulder blades are doing. If one is active and reaching toward the sky, can you let it be flat, like the base of a candle holder? Your arms are like candles coming up and out. And instead of super efforting, you're relaxed, like warm wax. And you breathe in easy. And you breathe out long. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees to the chest. Open the arms nice and wide. Let both knees simply fall off to the right. No need to move the right hip. Just let the leg bones stack on top of one another. Arms might be 90 degrees. Maybe they're open wide like wings of a bird. Maybe palms are up. Palms might be down. But you take a deep breath in. Feel the expansion on the left side body. Exhale, let yourself move into the space created by the breath. One more time, big belly, stretch from the whole left side. Exhale, let yourself move into that space. Palms can turn down. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Hug the knees in, rock side to side to align the hips, spine, the back of the head. And from there, again, the arms go nice and wide. Find the foundation that supports you best and simply rock on top of that left hip. Right hip stacks up on top. Maybe thighs touch, maybe they don't. Maybe calves touch, maybe they don't. And all there is to do here is find the foundation, be steady in the pose, deepen the breath to assist in that, and then move into the space that your breath creates. And again, feel the body breathe in. Feel how it kind of lifts away from itself. And exhale, soften, soften, soften. Let yourself move into that space. The next inhale, the nose comes toward the sky, palms to the ground. Hug those knees in one final time. Maybe lift your nose to your knees, sealing the practice today. Exhale, place the feet on the floor. If it feels good to have those blocks supporting your upper thigh bones behind the knees or under the calves to support any low back, mid back, hip stuff. Find the support that you need. Let your arms move away from your body a little wider than normal. Draw a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and let go of anything remaining. Relax the fronts of your shoulders, center of your heart. Take Shavasana, allowing the body to rest and integrate the energy that we created, the way that we moved the life force to support expansion, mobility, and vitality. Let the mind be still and notice how your breath has softened. And stay there in that space between. You're welcome to stay in your Shavasana as long as you need. You don't need to come up to say anything if you're enjoying this spaciousness. Thank you for moving, for bending, for being so flexible with me, with the practice, with each other, and ultimately with yourself. Truly is an honor to guide each one of you through your practices and share this lifetime together. I'll offer you one of the Shanti mantras to close class today. Om. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnad Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadayad Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya Mrityorma Amrit Tam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Happy Friday.